Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Final Show Films. I'm Sen, the executive producer here, and I want to thank you all for tuning in. I particularly want to thank our $25 tier supporters over on our Patreon page at patreon.com/fsfilms, without whom we wouldn't do nearly as much of the things we do now. So those being Jeremy Alexander, Samantha Bates, and Elle. Thank you very much for your support over the years. And those of you that are watching live, please sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Clones of me.
And we're live
Best Med villain.
with whatever Jeremy was talking about.
Mother Righteous.
Cool. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Call of Cthulhu, The Vanishing County. I'm Sen, your keeper for the evening. I am joined this week by Jack.
I'm Jack. I'm playing Katie Moody, and I'm here to remind you that this is a horror game, and it gets pretty crazy. So if you don't like dark topics, go away. We love you, but go away. Oh,
Right, you get a D10 plus 5 added to your luck. And Jeremy.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I am just a clone of Mr. Sinister, as are we all. The whole world is
Just clones
just
of Mr.
Nathaniel Essex clones. You just don't know it. I am playing Virginia Reeds. I really hope that I get luck back. Because it'd be really hard.
Are you saying
There's literally a 100 chance that I don't.
Are you saying you're up all night to get lucky?
you've never wanted luck once in this entire game. Why now?
You're right. I hope that I roll a not one.
Also,
I was going to say, that is absolutely not true. What
even
would,
if you
what would Jeremy
succeed,
spend
you
on
get
utterly
luck
inconsequential
anyways.
rolls in that case?
So that's 2d10 plus 10.
Plus 10.
Correct.
Back.
Yes.
I love that you Jack. I love that you exactly rolled your luck.
I know it bamboozled me.
That's amazing.
I was expecting something special to
Almost
happen.
max.
I just went from one luck to more than Katie has. Don't worry, I'll go back down.
And Drevian.
Revian, I'm playing Lillian Clara, and isn't this stream technically supposed to be powered by Sirenscape?
It will be once introductions are done.
Okay.
I'm so glad some of us are remembering the things
I-
that need to be said.
I typically say them after the introductions are done.
Yes, exactly.
You forgot last week, so I didn't want that
That's
to
fair.
happen again.
Jack's comment about the warning just made that click into my mind.
It's
I
a
need
2d10, yeah, plus 10. So 20. And Holly.
Hi, I'm Holly. I'm playing Vanessa. And if you don't like dark things, don't watch Final Show films in general.
You're not. I mean, you're not wrong.
Yes, Call
yeah.
of Cthulhu is extra dark.
Oh, it is. Absolutely.
I was just trying to think of if we have ever done a not like a
Like
fairly
a
light and
PG?
bubbly PG show.
Did we stream
And
the Land of
only-
Eam?
we
shots?
we recorded them. We didn't
Yeah.
stream them, and we didn't finish recording them because stuff happened. So they never went up. So no, we have
Yeah.
never done anything that would be considered PG.
Yeah, I'm hesitant to do anything upbeat again because of what happened last time.
The last time,
Dramatic life events. The instant we do anything upbeat.
yeah, the last time we did something
If your
relatively
game
positive,
is upbeat, your life will
Wow.
not be.
Craig went away.
Yep.
That was a horrible roll.
Holy shit.
Yeah, laugh at my pain, Jeremy.
1 plus 2 is 13.
And
And
Jeremy's just over there like, one of us. I was gonna say we did do a goblin adoption one, and that was one time, and that was fun. But then my goblin son died.
yeah, I was
What?
saying, yeah, no,
Yeah, but that was just one part of a larger
Other
thing.
stuff happened in that campaign.
a lot of stuff happened in that campaign, including your goblin son dying.
Very little of it appropriate for minors.
None of our stuff is appropriate for minors.
Yeah, exactly.
We should
Even the upbeat stuff still contains swearing.
we should
Right,
fix
that's it.
that and just get a censor
We-
button, and every time someone goes to curse, someone just hammers the censor button.
You will
Requires someone with
never,
very
So
good
much chaos.
reflexes.
There would be so much chaos if
We
we
you
had
should
will
glitter
never
hearts.
hear a single word out of my mouth again.
Which is Jeremy goes to talk and just hits the button and waits till Jeremy stops talking.
If you gave access to a censor button, I would just choose a word every stream and censor it every time. Just a
Like,
word.
Just, hey, everybody,
Like,
welcome
I
back to
don't
beep, 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 beep.
If anybody says chocolate, I'm censoring it.
I don't even mean to most of the time. It's just fuck is just such a regular part of my vocabulary.
Like, fuck is just a
Anyways,
filler word at this point.
We're
yeah.
also joined by William.
Hi, I am William or Shawnee, and I am playing Victor. Yeah. Let me roll luck. Nice.
Nice. And after an extended absence, we are joined by Beep.
I'm back, babies. I assume that's me. I don't know if anybody else has been
You're the only
gone.
one left, yeah.
I am Beep, apparently, and I play Lewis Lampley, and I'm here to remind you of the mess you left when you went away.
You really ought to know.
Yeah, for real.
As always, Black Lives
God,
Matter
that reminds me of a meme.
and trans rights and human rights.
Fuck Vince McMahon.
And I
and
can't
yes,
get it to roll 20. It has decided I've been away too long, so that's why I haven't rolled anything.
fair. You should get into Roll20.
I'm trying to. I've been trying to log in since before the stream. Oh, you know what? It heard me talking about it, and now it's working.
There you go.
Wiki
It
whale
doesn't
hits the
appreciate
kick.
what you had to
And-
say about it.
This stream is powered by Sirenscape. And that's when I give my standard pause for everyone to remember to go get the Sirenscape link and click on it.
Oh yeah, I should do that, shouldn't I?
I did it the first time it was mentioned.
I
it
did
before
not.
It was mentioned.
Well, aren't you special?
We
Jack
have,
mentioned it
we
earlier.
have-
Yes, thank you.
we have
I'm
we
so glad you
have
noticed.
one overachiever and one achiever.
I doubled my luck.
Jack mentioned it before the stream, and that's when I opened it.
Ah, an extra.
I mentioned
overachiever.
it because I was pretty sure that Sen wasn't going to play any music on it this stream.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I always play music on it this stream. This is the only stream I'm consistent about playing music on it, actually. Right now, I'm just looking for the correct one.
I will totally run Glitter Hearts, by the way, if we want to do something intentionally silly and upbeat.
How can I make how can I push that to an R rating?
Glitter Hearts. is the
According
magic-
to
is
the
this-
internet, very easily.
Yeah, right-
I mean, that's fair. It is called Glitter Hearts. That does sound like
Gl-
something that's pretty
Glitter
easy
Hearts is
to-
the magical girl game, right?
Yeah, it's like Sailor Moon or Steven Universe.
done.
Super easy. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
I think
No,
I'm not familiar
I
with
just,
it.
I still just
I
want to play
want to join
Tuxedo
Jeremy
Mask.
and just make it awful.
Oh
I-
God. No.
There's an
Okay.
entire campaign of that, but awful.
I still,
I just came up with an idea that we absolutely shouldn't do.
Oh, no.
But because most Glitter Heart stuff is set at
Or
school,
Sen.
we could call it Glitter Hearts School 34.
Oh,
Because I'm embarrassed.
I'm in. I am fucking in.
me too.
Potentially, literally, because it's called School 34.
Yeah.
I'm in because it's called Glitter Hearts.
yeah. like-
Also, I should mean that you made me think of in roll 20.
There you go. Yeah, no, I want to play Glitter Hearts because I want to play a Tuxedo Mask character who shows up, does nothing, takes credit, and leaves.
I love Tuxedo Mask. Tuxedo Mask is gender goals. I want to show up at a place, show somebody a rose, and then be very proud of myself. This is what I want for my life.
I mean, makes sense to me.
Anyways,
I see no issue with these plans.
They're perfect.
when last we left off,
Corset is trying to keep this somewhat on track.
in the Vanishing County, the agents of the Federal Bureau of Control were introduced to some snakes, and we learned that a panic attack can melt a bus, and that autism can fix it. But we're going to rewind time slightly, as the agents have arrived at Lake Haven and they've sort of arrived at a break in the forest, where they can now, from the top of the hill, see Lake Haven spread out before them. But we're going to rewind slightly to the beginning of this trip where you all came back into the dream. Lewis, you're lying on the gurney that you've been assigned, with your eyes closed. Make a sanity roll for me.
Okay. Nope.
You've closed your eyes and you realize, oh God, I must have died in the dream already. And because you're not seeing anything, nothing's happening. You were tired, so you obviously fell asleep instantly. And also, there was an IV drip of go to sleep juice. So, but you're getting no information, nothing at all. And then you start to hear the sound of metal tools and the sound of fabric tearing. The sound of things clicking together, meat being sliced, cloth being torn, and then flesh being pierced and stitched. And it goes on for a while. You lose track of time. You theoretically could move, but you're afraid to. Hence the sanity roll failure.
Sure.
It's when you hear the smith sigh and open and close a door that you open your eyes and realize you have not fallen asleep.
Can I tell what the sounds were coming from?
You look over and you can see that he was performing surgery to fix Vanessa's arm that had been degloved previously. There you can see that there's like a surgical like screen around Vanessa's sleeping body, and very clear evidence of something having been. Looks like he was trying to graft some skin onto Vanessa's arm.
How are they both behind the screen?
He went outside.
Okay, all right.
That's when you hear the sound of metal crumpling as if it was being hit by a massive impact. And from outside, you hear the smith.
Okay. I will hop up.
You realize the
Forget
IV's
that
not
I'm-
attached.
I was going to say, I'll hop up, forget that I'm IV'd, but I'm not actually attached?
Yeah. As you step away, you realize nothing. You look down. Oh, it's not actually attached.
What is around between me and the door? Is there like anything I can grab on the way?
There's the sleeping forms of your allies.
Great.
Any weapons
Not
you
playing
have on
Craft Reader
yourself.
anymore.
The weapons
Okay.
they have on them. There's like a folding chair.
Is Victor's cane readily accessible?
Yes.
All right, I'll just grab that as I head for the door.
Okay. As you head for the door suddenly opens right before you get to it. And stepping back in, you see the smith holding most of a smoked cigarette in his hand, looking at you. confused. Why are
Oh.
you?
I heard a sound. Crumpling metal? Are you?
He thumbs over his shoulder as he looks at you. Oh fuck! I forgot the IV. He thumbs over his shoulder, and you look over his shoulder, and you see Victor's car has been caved in, as if something massive hit it. But there's no indication as to what that might have been.
All right. This has been a lot. Are there invisible things like a dinosaur or something that stepped on it, or is that something? Am I just forgetting that?
I don't know, honestly.
Or can cars go into the dream, and then
I
if they
mean-
get killed in there, they get crunched out here?
Possibly. I've never tested it.
God, that movie was right.
Yes, he thinks of Cars, the movie.
Yep. Oh,
Oh my god, that is the most Lewis thing we've seen
He
yet.
hasn't watched anything with a higher rating.
no,
That's-
it's too scary.
Oh shit!
My IV,
Yeah,
it
let's
wasn't
get you-
attached.
I must have forgotten to put it in. I'm sorry. Let's go get you
s-
set up.
Are you okay? Are
It's-
you okay?
It's just been stressful.
Is she okay? Points over to Vanessa.
Well, she's got skin back on her arm now, at least.
That's good. Do we have enough, antibiotics and everything here? Is she gonna be okay?
Oh yeah, no, we got plenty of medical. Y'all brought back plenty, and also I already had a stockpile. But
And you said before, sort of less people out here, the better for you, right?
yeah, less of you to draw attention.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Put me back in, coach.
Yeah, I don't know how I missed that. He says, just muttering to himself slightly.
Oh, boy, listen, hey. Go be easier on yourself, okay? You got a lot of plates spinning in the air.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you.
He sticks you with the IV.
Yeah.
You lay down. Within seconds, you're out.
Okay.
And the rest of you, Lewis, who after vacating the driver's seat, sort of has been just sitting off to the side in the resting environment while the rest of you were recovering from the snake fight. He's sitting off to one side reading a book. Lewis, you awake in the dream in the middle of chapter 3 of Through the Looking Glass.
Ooh.
You didn't
Kind
have
of-
this before. You don't know where it came from.
Okay.
I appreciate the
Like a
subtle
Sam.
dig at the fact that when we're sleeping in a normal dream, we can't read because that part of our brain is not doing that processing right now. So
Mhm.
every time they wake up in the dream, they're reading something.
Sort of, what do I see around me as I look up?
What are the rest of you doing as the RV comes over the hill, and in the distance, anyone that's looking can see Lake Haven spread out before you?
I am
Des-
We're
desperately
still
trying to make
cleaning
the
up weaponry.
definitely in the front, just staring ahead, looking for any, like in tunnel visioning, looking ahead, looking for any sign of anything.
Is
Victor's
Ginny
trying-
driving?
No, Victor's driving. Victor's
Okay.
trying desperately not to let the transmission explode after NPC Lewis didn't take it out a second for that entire chase.
Where is Lewis sitting when he wakes up?
Basically immediately across from the door where you would exit the Winnebago. Also, Lewis, you look to the right and you see. Wait, no, y'all opened the windows. You didn't just blast through the windows, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
We
did
opened
open
them.
the windows.
Yeah. And that the RV's been repaired because of Lillian. So.
Hey, everybody. I'm back.
Oh, yay.
None of you realized Lewis wasn't here, by the way. He was just acting like Lewis normally does.
Okay, I'm gonna roll to see how well Katie can hide that she didn't know he wasn't here.
Sure.
Oh.
Let's make that a...
Psychology?
It would be a... No, it's not psychology. It's...
Performance?
Persuade.
Yeah, it would be...
Performance?
Yeah, it would be performance. Yeah, it would be performance to pretend you noticed.
Oh, I don't have performance.
Or not
Where
performance.
what do I roll?
Hang on.
There isn't a performance.
Right, no.
Charm?
Either charm or fast talk.
Yeah, charm or fast talk.
Probably yeah.
Yeah, no. Katie looks absolutely flabbergasted that you weren't here and thoroughly embarrassed that she didn't notice.
Oh, hi, hey, Kathleen, how long has it been for you all?
One major car crash and one giant snake monster?
Oh,
Sorry.
Not your fault, Victor says from the front.
Completely my fault.
oh, huh.
Stop that.
That explains the car. Is
Sorry,
everybody
what?
okay? Oh, don't worry about it.
You say that, and then I worry about it.
Well, worry about it later. It's maybe cars go to sleep too. There was a situation with your car in back in the real world, and we were trying to figure out maybe if an invisible thing stepped on it, or maybe something happened here. So I guess
All right.
just the roof. It's like a convertible now.
If it looks like it did in here, it's not
How did it look in here?
Bad.
bad.
Vanessa's
Like
just
somebody, like it got crushed in a crusher and then ejected out.
Vanessa's just like buried her face in her hands and is curled up into a ball right now.
Make a power roll, Vanessa.
Somebody smack her. She's blaming
Again?
herself again.
Please not again.
Like, stop hitting me.
Hey,
Okay.
Stop doing things.
You are not you're barely not able to influence reality around you right now.
How far away is Vanessa from Lewis?
I think she's sitting in like the back of the RV.
She's in the back. Just like hunched
Victor
up in
does
a
speak
corner.
up. Mr. Lewis, Mr. Lampley, wrong. I don't know why he's putting on an accent.
What the hell is that?
I don't know
Oh my
why.
God,
I don't know
Why did we suddenly take a trip to Knoxville?
I don't know. I don't know why I just threw on an accent there. But if you
Because that was 100% a Monday
James.
night accent.
Yeah,
that was
James.
James.
Oh, I was
Blue
getting
Jays
like
for a second.
Mr. Anderson vibes.
Mr. Lampley, if you would be so kind, I believe that my sister could use your particular brand of HR skills.
Well, it's yeah.
I turn around and I might as well. If I had popcorn, I would probably be eating it to see how this goes.
Victor, why do you hate me?
I think
Because I
Lewis,
love you.
Lewis was already walking in that direction. And the Smith is getting your arm all fixed up.
Woot.
It's looking pretty good. How does it feel in here?
Ooh.
It's fine, I guess.
I heard that stands for we owned the other team. Which always seemed really sort of mean-spirited to me, but in this case, I hope it's true.
Lewis, I'm gonna be entirely honest with you. This calming tone of yours makes me want to stab you in the eye.
Well, I get that. I do. By which I mean I get that a lot, from a lot of people. I think our profession tends to draw people, understandably, that have a violence first approach to problems. But if you could stab anything in the eye right now that would help with this, what do you think it would be?
In my head, please say Lewis, please say Lewis, please say Lewis.
I feel like I've already answered that question.
You already answered the question. Oh, I get it. That's good. I like that. Well, do you want to walk me through what's been going on? I could kind of use an uptake. I heard somebody talk about snake monsters. You want a water? I'll go over to the fridge.
I don't.
We got anything stronger? What's in the fridge? Is there anything in the
There is almost certainly like some cans of beer and some other stuff in there.
Several of them are definitely shaken up from the driving, though.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Hey,
Vanessa will look at Jenny. Do you have something to smoke or drink?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Do you have
She
something
wants
to
to
smoke
smoke a
or
drink.
drink?
I do not have anything to drink. I did not bring my alcohol with me, unfortunately. However, hand over a pack of cigarettes.
Thank you. She's going to step outside.
We're
Wait,
in motion.
are we-
Oh, are we in motion? I thought
oh God, I'll grab her.
I say
we'd stopped.
I support this. I say you just step out, like do the casual, like superhero step out, hit the ground perfectly walking as we're driving.
No,
My-
I'm sorry. I legitimately thought we had stopped.
I was just
My-
picturing
my
like
thought-
like an Ellen Ripley backwards, like peace out.
My thought went back to last week, where Holly was like spiraling, and then Seth pulls out her gun. It's like one last smoke, and I'm going to step out of the vehicle, going down.
Rock and roll.
During the conversation, Katie went to the back and started closing up windows again. Just walked away from it. And having finished closing the windows, starts fussing with whatever back there to keep herself
I mean-
occupied.
Fighting whatever other busy work she can.
Yes,
Out of
she
curiosity,
would like to stay out of this conversation.
do
How
you
did
lock
Katie
the
look as she
windows?
walked past?
Irritated.
Do you lock the
Oh.
windows when you close them?
Not now. No.
Noting that the windows are unlocked. Anyways, continue.
Irritated with whom?
I don't know that would be obvious.
Hard success.
Everyone but Lewis.
Okay. All right. Filing that away, Lewis turns away from the fridge and says, "Hey, there's some brewskis."
Fine with this.
Okay.
As she lights it.
Lights a cigarette in the now sealed RV.
Listen,
She can't step outside.
you can
Windows
do
are
it.
closed.
You get away with smoking inside a hot box RV for a decent amount of time before it becomes an issue.
Well, also these aren't our real lungs, so
If we die in the dream, we die in real life as long as we're actually dreaming at the time. I feel like if we get lung cancer in the dream, we get lung cancer in real
Then
life.
someone crack a freaking window.
I crack a window.
Thank you.
I walk over to Lewis and say, Lewis,
yeah.
I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, that was the worst mnemonic device I've ever heard in my life. And I'm a librarian.
Out of character, which one?
Woot.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't come up with it. I thought that's
No,
what
you
it's
just
for.
perpetuated it.
Yeah. Well, you hear a lot of stuff on the internet.
And then she pats you on the shoulder in a weirdly supportive way and turns around and heads back to the front so she can stare out the
It's that
front
sort of
window
like-
to
pat, turn, and walk off.
Well, no, like legitimately weirdly supportive considering what she just said.
Lewis just goes, well, that was nice. And are you... Look, without me telling you, but I'm going to say it anyway, because I have a psychological need to over-explain things. I'm here if you want to talk. But I also get if you need a little time to process whatever's been
I
going
would
on.
love to talk to literally anyone but you.
That's fair. That's fair.
The problem is nobody else has psychoanalysis as a high skill.
And this is factually true.
Just so I
45 for
understand,
me, but not that great.
did I do anything while I wasn't here? And he does air quotes. That's contributing.
No,
Okay.
it's my own fault.
You know what? All of us are doing the best we can. The Smith forgot to hook up my IV. You know what? I keep messing up, but we're getting through this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I get what you're saying. I'll give you some space. And we'll see if we can work on that anybody but me thing. And he smiles and stands up and will head towards the back of the RV.
Go ahead and give me a psychoanalysis roll with a penalty die because of Vanessa's unwillingness to cooperate.
That seems entirely fair. Yep.
That seems accurate.
Yep. Nope. 96.
Oh, my psychoanalysis is better than yours. It's your psychology that's good.
Well, there you go.
My psychology is
Dude,
great. My psychoanalysis is the result of
My psychoanalysis is better than yours.
Looks like
My
Yeah, that's
psychoanalysis
mine.
is better.
some people were making assumptions.
Yes, that the HR person would be able to would do HR talks.
I mean,
Better
HR
than
talk and
us.
therapy are wildly different.
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is
yeah,
true.
Hey, I'm gonna say I'm not the company therapist. I'm the HR guy. I'm here to determine when people are a problem and fire them.
That is not the person you go to for comfort.
No,
Lewis is here to protect the company.
exactly.
Well, Lewis was
That
here
is
to
a
protect the
legitimate
company.
piece of-
Now Lewis is here as a field agent, no longer in HR.
Right. Lewis thinks he's here to protect everyone.
With that, Victor from the front just goes, "Hey sis, come up here for a second."
She'll come over. I swear if you are gonna hit me, I will hit right back.
And he just sort of stands up from the seat and shoves her into the driver's seat. Right.
Oh. Oh, I see what you did there.
This is a bad idea, Victor.
Make a drive roll, Vanessa, considering that he just left the
Yeah.
steering wheel.
No!
Please steer us off a cliff.
Into
Fine.
a
I
tree.
want
Let's
you
go.
to steer us fully off a cliff.
You spend luck on that? You have plenty.
Ah!
Wait,
Or
do it.
would you like to push it?
Lewis is in the back and goes,
push
"You
it.
got this."
Do that. Do that one. Push it.
Push it,
Don't
it'll be
ever
funnier.
listen to me.
What are the consequences of pushing it? How many of us die?
If you push it and fail, you will find a lone tree in a field considering that you're no longer in the forest, you will find the one lone tree that you would have otherwise avoided.
Do it. Do it. Do
You
it.
have luck. Just
Stop,
spend luck.
stop it, Jeremy! I
Do it.
spin luck! Stop! I want to
I'm
throw
sorry,
things
I-
at you.
I can't help it. Throw all you want. You're just gonna hurt your camera.
Ah!
or monitor.
Can't
So,
throw cross country.
if you could, you'd win a medal, and then be taken to a lab somewhere to be studied. So, yeah, you're thrust into the driver's seat of a moving vehicle that's currently in third gear, and I don't know if any of you are familiar with driving stick, but when you slow down, it requires a gear shift. So Vanessa, you're fucked. What you don't know what gear you're in. You don't know how fast you need to be. You don't know how hard you need to apply the brake. You don't know if you or the gas. You don't know if you need to shift up or down. And you start panicking for a second, and then you realize that there is a fourth option, and you shift into D. Because for some reason, NPC Lewis and Victor were manually shifting an automatic.
Yep, absolutely. Because Victor just likes to
He's smarter
manually
than
shift.
both of them.
You shift into D.
Victor
There's
just
a-
likes driving stick. It's fun.
There's a and then it starts going a little bit less painfully.
I just reach over without looking and snag the cigarette from you for Dragon, hand it back.
Oh, okay, thank you. she starts to protest, then you hand it back. Okay.
Lewis is in the back, about to go into the back where Kathleen is, looks towards the front and just quietly goes, "You got this."
So Victor just sits in the passenger seat, sort of turned sideways, looking at Vanessa.
And
You mean-
then she drives.
On top of Kitty.
You're sitting on my lap?
Yes, at that point.
Okay, sure. Ginny's not
I'm
gonna
walking away. It's
Ginny's not
fine.
gonna protest.
Lewis, you're looking back to the you go, "You got this." Then Victor sits in Jenny's lap, and that's a clear HR violation right there.
Yeah, Lewis was literally in the middle of doing like a little
So
private fist pump to himself. He's like, "You got this." And he
Fantastic.
pauses for a second and he goes, "Okay, Lewis, two things. One, not your job anymore. Two, not real." And turns and goes into the bathroom.
Vanessa will just glance over. What the heck is this?
I don't know, but I'm not moving.
No, you know the butt. It's Victor's.
Victor just sort of looks over his shoulder at Ginny. "I'm sorry, am I intruding?"
No, you're fine.
But then looks back over at Vanessa. "You're doing fine."
You realize I could
I mean,
kill all
yeah,
of us
you're not-
at
you're-
any second.
You're not wrong, Jenny. Victor's appearance is 80, so
This. I cannot
This
believe
is-
that I'm saying this. This is our most unhinged game. This whole campaign is the most unhinged game I've been in with you all, and that's a high fucking bar.
the titles aren't the only things that are becoming more self-aware.
He was like, I'm doing the dramatic conversation with my sister from the passenger seat, regardless of if the passenger seat is currently occupied."
Funnily enough, Lewis is only a 75. Like Lewis is, like if Victor's an 8, Lewis is a 7.
Yeah, but personality matters a lot.
I'm only a 60.
Oh,
It is my appearance.
I'm not
45.
sharing.
I am dead middle of the road.
Exactly 50.
Yes.
Katie, I like to think that your appearance, I like to think like Katie's appearance
I
is
just haven't
lower
grown into it yet.
because you look younger. Yeah, like it's
I
the
just haven't grown into it yet.
Yeah. You are 100% in that awkward phase.
I haven't quite left that you're a teenager and you look at phase.
Victor just has like the full-on like smoldering eyes and romantic stubble and windswept hair kind of thing going on.
Mine is marked on my it's weird. Mine is marked on my character sheet as inappropriate for a work environment. It's a 75.
But yeah, Vanessa just says, you realize I could kill us, right?
And yet you're not.
I mean, the trip isn't done yet.
I could do the same damn thing.
And what is this? Are you two together?
I don't know. She was sitting here.
No, I'm not. Look,
I
I'm
mean,
paying
usually we don't sit on people, Victor.
attention to the road.
Vanessa, give me another drive check because you're looking at Victor and talking.
Weirdly, I'm the only person paying attention to the road.
And you've got Victor in your lap.
No, you're not the only one paying attention to the road. I'm still spiraling, so I have the awareness of the vehicle, so I know the
Okay,
road.
fair point.
I do not want to spend 24th on a compass.
Would you like to push it?
Oh, I don't want to
Find the tree.
No, I don't want to push it.
You're not going to kill anybody. You're just going to find a
Okay.
tree.
With the vehicle?
Don't
Yeah.
trust him.
What
Can
are
I
the
get?
I mean, what happens if I don't push it or do anything?
Oh,
And it's just a failure.
We find out. It's just a failure. I don't have to tell you what happened.
Okay.
It's just a failure.
You probably
Okay,
swerve.
I'm not going to do anything then.
Okay. Jeremy, you were saying?
I'm like, road.
Oh,
Uh,
jeez.
Yeah, no, Vanessa, like you, as Jenny is saying road, you hear the side of the road, the rapid bumps that are designed to wake you up if you're, if
Yeah.
you're falling
Yeah.
asleep. Yeah, you hear that as Jenny says road, you go, oh, and you swerve back in, just in time to roll over some sort of debris, and you hear a and the RV begins to slowly tilt to one side.
Okay, technically that was Victor's fault.
That was absolutely my fault.
That was entirely your fault, yes.
Exactly. Like I said, I can do this too.
Look at me, I
Did
can
you
drive a car
intend-
too.
Victor, did you intentionally sabotage our only means of transportation just to make a point?
Yes, because I have a spare tire.
You start
Great,
hearing-
have fun changing it.
You start hearing the loose rubber slapping the road.
Roll over.
Stop the car. We don't want to ruin the rim.
Victor says pull over real quick. And he
I'll come
stands
back
up.
from the back of the Winnebago and be like, what are you guys doing?
Changing a tire. Victor says.
Yeah.
Victor sat on my lap, and then we got a flat tire.
Why? Why is any of this happening? Why
I think-
are we here? Why have we made the decisions we've made? I don't like them.
Talk to Victor. I don't know anymore.
Because everyone here is losing their goddamn minds and needs to learn to
I am
relax, so we're all gonna die.
I am perfectly sane. Thank you very much. I don't know about
Yeah,
you.
you're fine.
I'm nicely stable.
You're fine.
Lillian's,
Thank you.
Lillian's losing her mind, except it's helped.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also Lewis, Lillian is very clearly like having a minor freak out in the corner that no one seems to be caring about.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't know what to do
I
about
wrote it
that.
off as useful
Okay.
and didn't think about it again.
If that was visual, yeah. If that was
I wrote it up. Didn't think about it.
There's been a lot happening, Lewis, so you haven't noticed it until like just now.
It's kind of like
Holy
we noticed
shit.
last session and decided to leave her alone.
Oh,
so
Decided, okay, you can suffer. Have fun.
if that's visually obvious, then yeah, Lewis would be going over to Lillian first after leaving Vanessa.
Go ahead and give me a psychology roll first.
Okay.
As the vehicle comes to a stop, Victor grabs like tools out of a cabinet and just looks over at Vanessa. Come on, help me change this.
She was going to go out anyway.
Yeah. So with an extreme success in psychology roll, yeah, you can tell Lillian is currently like stuck in a hyperfixation loop.
Okay.
You can
So I think
you
go
can,
ahead.
You can either roll psychoanalysis with a bonus die for the extreme success, or you can describe something that seems plausible enough to help Lillian break out of the hyperfocus, and we can go from there.
In that moment, is Lillian's hyperfocus not fixing this tire?
Nope.
Okay, cool. Just
I-
wanted to make sure.
So I think what would naturally happen first, if I can do this without deciding between those two options,
Sure. Mhm.
is Lewis sort of sees and goes over and goes, like flashing back to sort of when Lewis left, Vanessa did the little fist pump and then sort of turn, and we can say he was going, if everybody's cool with it, we can say he was going to Lillian instead, turns to Lillian and says, "Hey, Lillian, oh wow," and then goes flying as we go off the road. Is there any response to
That's distracting.
yeah, Lewis like falling at Lillian's feet?
Lillian, give me a power roll, Lillian. Yeah, no, that's enough. That's enough sudden input that you are able to redirect and break out of the hyperfocus. And now
Lillian
Lewis
stops
is
muttering and just kind of blinks for a little bit.
on the ground in front of you.
Yeah, Lewis sort of looking at you upside down from your perspective goes, "Hey, it's been a rough couple days. How you doing?"
I mean, considering we're not dead, I fairly all right.
Yeah. Hey, I just want to say I'm sorry if I haven't, been there for you with what sounds like a really rough time. They didn't put me to sleep with the rest of you, so I'm just kind of getting caught up. You're really good at summaries. Do you think you could kind of catch me up on what's been going on?
I fell asleep. Like I lay down on the gurney and just fell asleep. I got everyone's, like, while they're on autopilot, to start heading back. Then start heading to Lake Haven. Then everyone else woke up. Vanessa and Victor are not in the vehicle now, right?
No, they were in their car.
No, I mean, like, they are not. They got out.
Oh, they're not currently in the vehicle. No, they're out
Yeah,
changing a tire.
okay. By the sounds of it, Vanessa, like, incidentally used her ability, or like in some way influenced Victor's car to crash.
What? Oh, I guess it is. I thought it was sort of a, like Dr. Frankenstein kind of deal, but it works on cars too.
It seems. Who knows what the limit of the ability is? But so the car crashed. We all got in here. We started heading back. We started heading along again. Vanessa started spiraling. The drain was psychoactive. That spiraling started to affect the RV. So I went into a hyperfixation spiral to try to mitigate the effect. And that's where I've been for a while.
That's first off, that's really quick thinking. Second of all, that's been a lot on your shoulders. I mean, first off, being the only, I guess, player character in a group full of people who are kind of checked out, that's got to be kind of a weird sensation where it's like you're feeling lonely even though you're surrounded by people, right?
No, that's just finals week at college all over again.
He smiles and chuckles a little bit. He says, "Okay, fair enough." But the like I said, the hyperfixation, that's quick thinking. But how does that feel for you now? How are you doing now?
A little disoriented, because it's like the surroundings are different. Like, you're stuck, was stuck not really focusing on the outside world. So, like, looking out the window and, oh, we're not in forest anymore.
Yeah.
Is a little jarring, but
I get that. What can I do to help out with that? Is there anything I can do on my end?
No, not really. Like, it wasn't destructive. It like just snapping out of it's on your own. It can be challenging.
Sure. Well, I guess maybe in the future then, what if it happens again, or if you need to save all of our asses again, what what can I do to help with that?
Um, I'm not totally certain. Normally it just kind of works itself out after like a couple of hours.
Okay. Is that something you've dealt with? Actually, before I ask that out loud, is that something I would be aware of from Lillian's files that I would have read before?
Does Lillian have an official diagnosis?
No.
No.
Okay.
I love the coin toss to decide that.
That's about as good as the odds are in real life.
I mean,
Is that something that you've been dealing with for a while, or is that new to in here?
No, it's something I've always grown up with. It's normally fairly manageable. A lot of it's just logic puzzles and like particularly numbers. It's why I got into accounting and data analysis.
Lillian can carry on a conversation, which is why she would never have been diagnosed.
Okay, that makes sense. Like I said, I just if there's anything that would be useful to you, when you have to get into that mindset when we're in here, you let me know. But otherwise, if it's a comfortable way to be, then it sounds like you're saving everybody. So, thank you.
I appreciate you checking in. And Lillian tries to give a very large smile. It does not look natural. It's probably also the most emotive you've seen Lillian.
It's an imitation smile.
Yeah.
Lewis smiles, a genuine smile, and goes, "Thumbs up."
Gives you a thumbs up.
Meanwhile,
Should
outside
probably
the
get
RV,
off the floor though.
either Vanessa or Victor can give me a auto repair check with, or I guess mechanical repair, I think is what it would be.
Mechanical repair.
Mechanical repair check with the bonus die for the assistance.
Hang on a minute. She's talking to Kid, and I don't know if her mechanical repair is better than mine.
What's your mechanical repair?
15.
Hers is 10.
Okay,
so mine is
sorry.
better.
Sorry, Austin has fallen asleep, so I am only conscious parent right now.
All right, bonus die. Tell me if I'm going to be able to actually make this with luck. Same fucking thing. So no.
So the two of you are out there. The first problem you run into is you have a spare tire. You do not have a jack.
Yeah, they're in the back of the
Didn't
RV.
think this through, did you?
We'll just have to jack it some other way.
Also,
Sorry, I just love Vanessa. You didn't think this through, did you? And Victor's no response for a second. Just,
Well,
Also, if you could stop screwing with me, I would really appreciate it.
in what regard?
Just overall, okay? I don't need this right now.
What you need is to stop freaking yourself out. What you also need to do is go in there and fucking hit on her.
Not the time, not the place. We are
When is the time and when
not
is the place if not
currently
now?
on a mission.
Yeah, the mission that could lead to the end of the world. I need you not in a depressive spiral. Enjoy yourself for a bit.
I'm fine.
It's
No,
a
you're
dream.
not.
All I can think of, it's a dream. Go for it. Make a dream come true.
Oh, you wanna kiss
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
la 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 la.
With this
Correct.
particular group, make your dreams come true has a very different connotation.
Seriously, like, you're stronger than I am. Help me lift this thing for just long enough to get this fucking tire off.
All right. She will assist in lifting.
Which is to say, I literally just need you to let me get a rock under this thing so I can get it off the ground.
Yeah.
Strength check with a penalty die. A Winnebago is not small.
It's also,
And-
however,
and-
long and balanced on other points.
And there are people inside it. 92.
Can I
yeah,
cancel
no.
that penalty die with
Mm.
assistance?
No, you can't, because
No,
there are
not if you're
people
putting a
inside
rock
the
under it.
RV.
Such a good roll, too.
It was a very good roll, yeah, that penalty
Yeah.
die.
Yeah, no. You get a grip, and you become acutely aware of two things. One, this is how you get a hernia. Two, there are 4 people in the RV right now.
Yeah.
One of them is currently rolling down the window. Is everything all right?
And one of them is
Yeah, can you-
immediately above the axle.
Yeah, you see,
Can you
as he
guys
looks
come
up,
out and help us, please?
Well, either that, or can you check the back? Can you check the back cabinets for the tire jack? I don't know if it's still in there, but it should be.
There's just there's just a flat stair. You're trying to lift you're trying to lift a Winnebago and change a tire without a jack.
Yeah, for now. That's why I'm asking you to go check the jack.
You
I
hear
mean,
from the
that
back.
said, he apparently thinks I'm strong enough to lift this thing.
I do.
You're an idiot. Roll back up. We need a tire jack, people.
Lewis has already
I'll
shouted,
go for it.
"I'm on it," and is going towards the back to pick it up.
Search hidden? Spot hidden?
You don't have to roll. There is no tire jack. That was what the failed auto. That was what the failed auto repair, mechanical repair was
Yeah,
earlier.
well, I was hoping.
Fair. Yeah, no.
This thing is fully outfitted. It should have a jack.
For whatever reason, you guys looked all throughout the RV. There is no tire jack.
The
Your
county
real one.
took the jack.
Fucking.
Yeah, it's like your real one might have a
Is
jacket.
there
in it,
just
but
a
this is the
bumper
dream.
sticker where it should be that says, "Welcome to Jade County"?
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Amazing. I love it.
Can
All right, at least everybody get out of the vehicle.
Yeah, everybody get out. We're probably gonna need a team lift just to get this thing off the ground enough to put a rock under it.
So
can Lewis check in with Kathleen while we're looking for the jack?
Sure.
Just poking a head into the back. Thank you, child. What is Kathleen doing when Lewis comes back?
Opening
Looking
and
for jack?
closing cabinets.
Any sign of a jack?
Just a magnet.
Oh, that's a little unnerving.
They seem to be everywhere.
Yeah. Hey, sorry I wasn't here.
I mean, was everything okay?
Yeah, just, apparently the IV didn't get hooked up. But yeah, everything seemed okay. But how about with you?
Everything worked out fine. It was a little weird, but we're fine. We're out the other side and fine. We would still be fine if there wasn't chaos going on at the front of the vehicle. But
Yeah.
we're closer than we were.
Anything I ought to know about?
And you were here for it.
Well, yeah, but he's not assuming that that's everything.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a snake something that wants to sacrifice us on someone's behalf. So we should probably keep an eye out for monsters coming to acquire sacrifices.
Sure. That makes sense.
I mean, in as much as anything here makes sense. But you got to
Does-
roll with it.
Does it seem like she's deflecting?
It seems like she's missing the point.
Okay.
She's not intentionally deflecting. She doesn't. She's missing it.
Other than, the obvious, he just gestures to the everything. Things seem like they're, before this all popped off, things seem like they're pretty tense already. What else has been going on?
I mean, sometimes things are just a lot. I guess I just need time to chill.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Can I have a hug?
Yeah, of course. He'll open his arms.
Katie gives him a big hug.
He returns it.
I think you're a good guy, Lewis.
I think you're a good guy too, Kathleen. I mean that in a gender neutral way.
Yeah, I figured.
Both of you roll me a d10. You both get the result of your roll plus 5 back to your current sanity.
Up to maximum.
Yes, up to maximum.
15. Oh, I'm up to max.
Yay!
Spending a moment calming down. All right. So, after searching the RV unsuccessfully, you all pile out. If you all help, then one of you can roll a strength check without a penalty die to lift the RV and put a brick under and put a rock under it.
That'll
Go
be
for it.
Vanessa again.
Yep.
I'm a 50-50.
Nah, let me roll the strength, guys. It will be a good
Do
way.
it!
I have 20.
I have 70.
All right,
I have 30.
So
Go for it.
Vanessa,
20.
You are the strongest out of all of us.
All right.
Lewis will say, Vanessa, you're
Right,
the
success.
strongest out of all of us.
So yeah, all of you working together in concert are able to get 1/4 of the Winnebago off the ground in order for someone to get a rock underneath the axle. Winnebagos are long and heavy. They are not a thing you can lift by yourself, no matter how strong you are.
The issue isn't as much the weight because they obviously weigh significantly more than a standard
yeah, like
car. But it's not like it's not the multitudes that you would expect. It's the length and the weight distribution problem.
While they're lifting, Lewis is like, I understand that we need all of us to be doing this right now, but I wish one of us didn't have to so we could take a picture of this, and I could use it for a motivational poster when we get back to the office.
Shut up!
All I can imagine is that Lillian's not actually helping, but is trying to lift and like just keeps sliding.
You get a rock underneath it.
Yeah.
Make me another auto repair check to see if you have the tools you need to get the tire off.
Oh, come
Mechanical
on!
Or mechanical repair.
Please stop.
Anyone who's out there can make a mechanical repair if one of you has a better mechanical repair than the others.
Anyone better than 15?
I got 20.
10.
10.
Also 10.
All right. I guess I'm rolling.
You're muted, Greg.
Hold
Please
on,
stop.
If I
Do we
don't,
still have our stuff?
if I don't make you roll dice, you won't know what's happening.
That's a
Do we still
lie.
have our stuff? Because we bought auto repair stuff back at the Quickie Stop.
That's
Literally
true.
Did, yes.
You did, yes. You bought that back. You bought that.
I have something's
in
going
the
on right.
in the other car. But yeah, no, Victor, you go to the toolbox where you know your your cross wrench is. It's not there.
Fuck it. It's gonna take forever, but you don't it takes forever and it hurts, but you can get lug nuts off
By hand, yes.
by
Can I-
hand.
Everyone make a listen check for me.
I was gonna say, can I just imagine having a cross wrench?
Oh, I thought that was my extreme success and I got excited.
You can try. Make a power roll,
Where's
Lillian.
this?
You imagine having a cross wrench. You imagine real hard. You open your hands. You look. You open your eyes. You look down. You don't have a cross wrench.
But hey, you succeeded on a roll.
You did.
That doesn't allow for improvement.
No. I've already succeeded a power roll today.
Yeah, but you don't improve power rolls.
So
you don't improve
yeah,
your core
no, yeah.
stats.
So Victor and Lillian here. Yeah.
Hear the sounds of a
Yeah,
cross
and
wrench
Virginia.
running around.
Well, yeah, Virginia got extreme successes.
I mean, I assume that.
Oh, right, yeah, you get more.
learned something else.
Yeah. So the regular successes. You hear something mechanical shifting. Like it's like a chain link. It's like a length of chain was being dragged, but like through the engine block almost. Ginny, you hear the unmistakable sound of giggling coming from inside the RV that none of you were in.
Ginny just immediately pulls out her gun and is going inside.
All right.
What's going on?
Someone's laughing in here.
Okay. Vanessa's behind her, pulls out her gun.
Room by room, sweep of the
It's room and room. That's all there is. Go
Down the hallway.
give me a spot.
bathroom is
Exactly. Yeah. There's room and room. Give me a spot hidden check. Everyone that wants to go in and look around.
I'll go in.
I will spend the 2 luck on that.
I will point out, Lewis, because he's still new to this sort of thing, does take a second and just counts the group to make sure all of us are still here. And then if Kathleen is going in, we'll follow.
Lillian's gonna stand at the door with a stomp baton.
Are you also going to spot hidden, Lewis?
Yeah, if I'm going in. He gives an encouraging, cheerful nod to Lillian as he passes. Oh, no, he'll give a thumbs up again as he passes Lillian.
Right. So yeah. You all. So those of you that have a success see nothing. Vanessa with the hard success. You see what looks like. It looks. There's a thing in the driver's seat that you didn't notice previously. It looks like if you were to take a collection of like small cogwork gears and tie them together in the form of like a lawn gnome, complete with a pointed hat that seems to be formed out of what you would call it a triangle, but it's definitely like it's not like a musical triangle, but it looks kind of like something that could possibly be a musical triangle. And it's sort of like leaning around the side of the chair, staring up at you with this big cog-toothed grin.
Yeah, firing.
All right. Make a attack roll with the handgun.
And the rest of us don't see it.
No.
So Vanessa just, from our perspective, Vanessa just pulls out a gun and shoots.
Roll D10.
Oh, the gun was already out.
I question nothing. It makes perfect sense to me.
I pull out my gun and wait for more information because this could be anything, including something wrong with Vanessa.
So, Vanessa, it unfortunately manages to dodge out of the way. But you do watch as the round goes right into the console of the RV, as it ducks behind the chair, and you just the front console just explodes as this bullet hits into it. The rest of you
Let
watch Vanessa
in
shoot the
or around
console.
vehicles.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
There was a possessed gnome!
I believe you.
Oh,
Was
okay.
not
Now,
It had like sharp teeth and a freaking little hat.
you all hear.
I believe you.
You all hear the sound of not quite right giggling, coming from echoing inside the vehicle, as Vanessa begins to slightly freak out, and that is where we're going to take our break for the evening.
See?
So, those of you that are watching live, please stay tuned for these commercial messages. And remember, when we take our break, you take your break. So stand up, stretch your legs, move around, do whatever you need to do, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. We're back. A dinosaur story. So, you're hearing giggling in the RV, and the console's been shot.
All right. Fuck it. It's not worth it. Let's go. We're only a couple hours walk out.
I pick
All
up
right.
whatever of mine I can reach and leave the RV.
Yep.
He grabs the gear that he got out of the car and just slings it into his backpack.
Grab what shit you got. Head out. Start walking.
Before we leave, or as Lewis is leaving, he just sort of because he hasn't seen anything yet. All he can hear is the laughter, right?
Yeah.
Just can I do one last look around to see if I can see any of them?
Spot hidden.
Please tell me you're going to try to negotiate with a garden gnome.
Fuck yeah, I am. With a critical success, you bet your ass.
With a critical success.
Amazing.
You look around. Go ahead and make me a Cthulhu Mythos roll. Vanessa, you can do one too since you saw them.
Nope.
All right. So yeah, you look around and you start to see more than one of them. You realize now why they're so difficult to see, because they seem to be made up of the mechanical pieces of the RV. And so when they're not moving, they blend in almost perfectly. You look over at like the microwave and you see it's slightly off, and you realize that there is a thing that looks like the side panel of the microwave, but shaped like a gnome, standing just like a half an inch away from the microwave.
That's so great. I love that.
And you see, like, you look over at like the destroyed console, and you can see several. You can see like 3 of these creatures that once you can see them, you can see the gnome shape, but made up of the wires and sparking electricity and damaged bit of the console from where Vanessa shot it. Looking around, you spot a good 15 of these things, and you don't know that you've seen all of them.
What is? I feel like I should pretend that I'm embarrassed to ask this question, but I'm not. What is the tenor of the laughter? Is it like happy? Is it mocking?
Mocking.
Okay. Lewis will look at the closest one and go, "Hey, you guys having a good time?"
The chittering laughter continues.
No. If you're having fun, we could stick around with this thing if you could get it working again. I mean, we do lots of crazy stuff.
Make a charm roll.
I will 100% spend luck on that.
Sure, go ahead.
All right.
You succeed. You don't get an immediate response that you can understand, but there's more giggling.
Okay. I mean, I've been asleep and I was still here. We do dumb stuff all the time. You guys are going to love it.
The rest of you that are
But-
outside the RV, are you walking? Are you waiting? What are you doing?
And Victor looks back, is like, "Oh, where the hell is Lewis?"
Once I
Walking.
hear Lewis is up to something, I'm going to wait for Lewis.
Yeah.
All right, so any of you
Victor
that
stops, like turns around and waits.
those of you that look back at the RV, you see the door behind Lewis slam shut, and the headlights of the RV turn on, and the RV begins to move.
That
I
ain't good.
launch myself at it and try to grab onto the door and step on the steps.
I was walking. I just stop,
I stay right near
motionless,
it.
staring forward for a moment, and then slowly turn
All right,
around.
go ahead
to
and give me
face
we're gonna have a. I wish there was an athletics skill.
Dodge.
No, because this is intentionally trying to hit the car. Let's make it a ride check.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, because anyone would have that skill.
That's wild. What?
Can I counter with jump?
The trick is not jumping onto the RV. That's easy. The trick is holding onto it in a way that you can do anything. Which is
What
why
is the
which is
skill
why
needed?
ride is the skill that I was thinking.
Right.
Can I-
But if you have
What
Can
another,
I
about
try to get them
climb?
to open the door?
Can I counter with climb? Because that requires being able to grip.
climb work, yeah, climb would work.
Thank you.
We'll say climb.
Who
yes.
the hell has
I will
rock?
spend the 9 luck.
I mean,
I'm-
any number of you could have ride theoretically.
I'm actually, even though my ride is only 5, I'm tempted to use it.
Of course you
I
are.
spent the luck.
Yep. Okay. So yeah,
no, I'm
yeah,
gonna climb.
Yeah, you latch on and you are
I
holding on
know
to the
that
RV.
is-
Room for more than one
that-
person on this step and holding onto the door handle?
Theoretically, you could theoretically any of you could latch onto the side of the RV, not necessarily just
Okay.
the door.
Inside, Lewis goes, "Oh, y'all are gonna want them inside. They do the dumbest stuff when they're inside. Last time, they all tried to burn themselves on the stove. It's great."
But yeah, Lewis, you go to try to open the door. It's locked.
Any response to what I just said from them?
Just more giggling.
Oh, come on, let him in.
So yeah, Jenny, you leap at the RV as it rolls past you. There are places to grip, but you just can't get a grip on it.
Yep,
Um,
that's fine. I just watch it move by and like
you watch the
sigh, shrug, and start walking.
rim begins to spark and sputter as it sheds the bit of rubber that was left on it.
Well, can't even replace the tire now. He says as the rim starts deforming.
And
We're fine for about a quarter mile.
the RV begins to curve to the right and then dig through the grass as it cuts off the road.
Can I
We're
attempt
less
to-
fine.
Can I take the wheel and try to?
Can I make an attempt to bully my way into this door?
How would you like to try?
I will break the door.
Okay, give me a strength
If
check.
I can without risking Lewis, I will shoot the opening mechanism or whatever.
Yeah, you can either try to strength check the door or make a gunshot with the penalty die because you're trying to hold on at the same time.
I'll go strength.
Lewis
Oh, God damn it.
inside.
Hold on, that's 8 luck.
Yeah.
Lewis, you go to take the wheel. The wheel has detached itself and fallen on the floor.
Okay. Lewis goes, I mean, I gotta admit, I kind of thought if you could get this thing running again, you could do something as easy as fix a wheel.
You realize they probably don't need it.
Yeah, but if you guys, okay, and like I know that that's me responding to you, but Lewis just says, I mean, if we're gonna just run off the road, then we're not gonna get where we're going.
All right, so you spend luck to succeed, Jack.
Yes.
So yeah, with the luck spent, you are able to force the door open and get in and squeeze inside before it shines itself shut again.
Lewis, what's going on?
I mean, they got the thing working again.
This
Hey,
is
everybody, say hi to Kathleen.
Giggling.
this does not look like a peaceful situation to me, Lewis. I think we need to bail.
That's what I keep telling them. We're gonna have to bail, and then you'll just be out in the middle of nowhere alone.
Now,
that sound
Lewis,
fun?
I'm gonna grab him and start heading for
Whoa,
the
whoa, whoa,
emergency
whoa, whoa.
exit.
Does that see? She's gonna make me leave. Does that sound fun?
They're gonna murder Katie now.
The giggling stops.
You just murder.
Those of you that are outside following the vehicle, it stops.
Kathleen, you're going to
That's not
stay
a
in here
good
with me.
sign.
If it stops, I will stop as well. Because I just don't want it to crash and kill Lewis. If it's not going anymore, that's not the risk.
See? We're all going to chill out in here. Where do you guys want us to sit?
The headlights and the internal lights turn red.
Okay.
That's very
Get out of the Winnebago. Get out of the Winnebago.
Lewis, you're gonna die.
Don't want to die in here.
We're not going to die. Do you guys like
Yeah.
music?
You fucking idiot.
Lewis,
I don't want to leave you to die either.
Katie, get out of the Winnebago.
Wait, okay. Out of character. We can't get out right now, right? Like everything is closed.
The only thing you tried was the door. The door's locked. Other than
Okay.
that,
I'm going to try pulling Lewis towards the emergency again.
Hey, we can get
Is
more people
that-
in here if you open the windows for us, so we can shout and tell them how great it's
Did I
going to
roll opposed?
yeah. Are you resisting the pull, Lewis?
be. Because you're pulling me towards what?
Like
The emergency exit.
The emergency
I don't know
exit
if
window.
Which is not mechanical, right? It's
No,
just
it is mechanical. It's
Sure.
not electric or anything like that.
Okay, yeah.
It's just
a latch.
arm power.
Yeah. Okay.
Vanessa would like to try to rip the door open.
Strength check.
All right.
It happened
So
once.
I'm not resisting Kathleen, but I am going to say we're just going to go over and we're going to tell everybody that they should all get in.
Okay. So as you're saying that, and Kathleen, as you're pulling Lewis towards the emergency exit window is right next to the door. So you go to grab the latch, and the door just rips open as Vanessa just slams it open with both hands. Vanessa, it is trying to swing closed on you, and it is tough holding it.
I shove
Get
Lewis
out.
out of the door.
Get him
shove
out now.
Bodily.
I will hold on to Kathleen so she comes out with me.
Yeah, the two of you tumble out of the RV.
Okay.
And yeah, Vanessa, that door is trying to slam.
As soon as they're out,
Yeah.
she'll shut it.
You step back, it slams. The entire RV begins to shudder and shake. And the giggling returns, but it's 4 octaves lower and like at half speed.
I'm going to grab Lewis and run, put as much distance between us and that thing as we can, and as many obstacles between us as possible.
So Victor just sort of like, all right, everybody get fucking moving. This is about to get real bad.
I'm moving backwards, and I am going to try and murder the Winnebago with my gun.
I was about to say, as everyone is leaving, Victor pulls the second of his 4 grenades and just tosses it under the engine hood.
That also works, but I'm still shooting at it.
Attack roll, grenade. Kathleen, at the moment, it's highway and field of grass, and one tree like 20 feet that way.
I will.
Really?
The grass is harder to go on than the road, and tree will slow it down. So we're going that direction.
Okay.
Lewis is in hand.
Are you spending the
important
1
question.
luck, Jeremy?
It's a combat roll.
Oh wait,
can
no.
I?
Yeah, it's a combat roll.
If I can, I will. But
You can spend luck on combat
yeah,
rolls.
you can't spend luck
Okay.
on pushed rolls or sanity rolls.
then yes, I am spending that 1 luck to shoot.
Yeah, roll damage. And roll
Yep.
damage for the grenade as well, Victor, because it doesn't dodge.
3.
Pink. Hole
I
inside.
find grenade again.
Important
Actually,
question.
we'll say-
Did Dream Lewis have...
roll me a luck roll, Ginny.
Oh dear. Nope.
Yeah, so you don't manage to hit the gas tank.
That's fine.
Lewis, you were saying something?
I was just wondering, did Dream Lewis have his skates on?
Yes,
Okay. So grass is real bad for Lewis right
it
now.
is. Yeah. Uh-huh.
I will haul your ass.
Okay. Lewis is doing his best to keep up. He just goes, thanks. And is just trying to it's like high knee stepping, I feel like, just minimizing
Oh,
the
you're
drag
trying to
on the
high knee
blades.
step. I keep pulling you, and you keep tripping.
Yeah.
So that grenade rolls underneath the hood, explodes. The hood of the engine flies. The hood of the RV flies into the air. Ting, 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 lands on the ground.
And Victor's still going. He's leaving with everyone else. He just left that grenade as a goodbye present.
As you're all moving away, so Jenny shot Victor threw a grenade. Vanessa, Lillian, you two are doing anything other than moving?
Just moving.
Well, Lillian's still just on the road, just watching what the hell's going on.
Okay. The RV stopped shaking. The hood hits the ground. The red lights are still on.
Do not give a shit right now. We are
Dan,
leaving.
Then
you
there
don't have
is-
to.
There is the sound of metal shearing as the sides of the Winnebago peel away, as if something was pulling its arms out of it. And then you hear the axles crunching and grinding as the RV stands up.
Did the grenade go off?
Oh, yeah.
It
yeah.
did.
Yep.
And as the RV stands up and the front just bends down like it has a neck that works like that, you realize that now that it is standing on its hind wheels, it looks kind of like a garden gnome.
Lewis, what did you do?
I was just trying to get him to drive us somewhere. But you know what? I didn't know it was going to go full Transformers on us. I
I
appreciate
don't
you
think
filling in
anybody
for
knew
me.
that.
You know
Yes.
what?
How could you have predicted that talking with the supernatural entities in this cursed place where nothing has been remotely benevolent to us could turn out badly?
Anyone
You know
that
what?
hasn't rolled it
I'm
yet.
sensing a lot of negativity right now. But I will point out that before everybody else got in and started making changes, I had the RV moving!
Everyone else who hasn't rolled a cult yet, or Cthulhu Mythos yet, can roll Cthulhu Mythos.
No.
This is the first time I think anybody has heard Lewis yell.
Yeah.
Vanessa is going to walk over and put an arm around Lewis and say, "Thank you, Lewis. I'm doing a lot better now. Thanks to you."
Oh no, you're about to get destroyed.
It's all a matter of perspective, right?
You screwed up way worse than I did. So yeah, thank you for that.
See?
Katie is starting to look real irritated again.
Go ahead and anyone who wants to can give me an occult roll as well.
Okay.
This might get you some information, but it won't get you that specific.
Okay.
information as
How
well.
the fuck did I fail that?
Nope.
Good Christ, Jack!
You rolled a 96 of 93.
I'm
Hey,
not gonna
guys.
spend anything on that. That's
What happens? What happens if you go to 0 luck?
Nothing. You just have 0 luck.
Okay,
You are the unluckiest
I'll-
in the world.
I'll
Because I have already done
succeed at
that
that.
once this campaign.
Okay. So those of you that succeed on occult rolls, you have heard tales of people talking about how they're, oh, I'm bad with electronics, I've got gremlins or whatever, which is the common thing. You have read reports that that's an actual thing. There are supernatural entities. They're not known to be associated with any one particular AWE or object of power or anything like that, though they have appeared at multiples. They're drawn to mechanical devices. They're drawn to people who are in a sufficient amount of stress. The more people that are stressed, the better, particularly if that stress is involving electronics of any kind or mechanics of any kind. And they make everything go worse, basically. They get off on making everything go as badly as possible.
They're like my mother-in-law.
And they are reported to be extremely vindictive. If anything tries to get in the way of their fun, then they go from being relatively harmless pranksters to being this.
Not lessening the comparison.
There is now the RV, your former Winnebago, now in the shape of a giant lawn gnome made out of mechanical parts, and it's walking towards you all.
Keep running.
Yep.
It's walking towards us all. Wasn't Katie and Lewis running towards a tree?
Yeah.
It's
But
walking towards the
I
largest.
think if
It's
we
walking
haven't
towards the
gotten there
largest group
yet-
of you. Yeah, no. Katie and Lewis could definitely have gotten around a tree, and then Vanessa was also over there because Vanessa put an arm around Lewis. So Lillian was over by the road still. Ginny and Victor were backing away in a different direction. So the largest group would be Kathleen, Lewis, and Vanessa.
How close are we to the road?
Far.
About 20 feet off the road, because it had just rolled off the road when you jumped onto it. So.
Well,
Hey.
I told us I went as far away from the road as
Oh
we could.
yeah. So yeah, the
He's
tree.
been
which is
running away from the road.
Yeah.
Hey. Let's get to the road.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like I just have to exist at this thing and it'll fall apart.
Vanessa, you need to shut up
It
now.
was a
I am so
joke.
tired of this.
Hey guys. It's been a rough day. It's been a rough day. Let's get to the road and survive this, and then we can just hammer out all the details.
All right. So the three of you take off.
Yes. Well, Lewis does.
Victor.
Victor would like to see if he can shoot the fuel tank on this thing while it's a distance away from everyone.
right.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
It's a called shot. Go ahead and fire.
I will also try.
So this will require a hard success to hit it.
Can Vanessa also try on this?
Shit.
Yes, but because you're running away, are you running away and trying to shoot?
Hard
No.
success.
So you're just gonna
No,
stand.
she'll stand there and try to shoot.
Okay, yeah, then yeah, you can also try to shoot. Hard success. So yeah. Roll damage for all three. Damage is rolled for the hard success already. Roll damage for the other two shots. Because it does have a hit point pool.
Okay.
3. Ginny. So.
Oh, sorry. What?
D10.
1d10 for your handgun.
Oh, yeah.
I'll shoot at it once we get to the road, but I'm gonna wait. We're going away from it and towards the road.
Yeah.
And
The Victor, your shot pierces the engine. There's a small spout of, looks like a small dribble of gasoline begins to come out of the fuel tank. The other two rounds hit it in spots where you can see bits and pieces, like small bits of mechanics, just sort of blast off the sides of it. It's still moving. As Lewis and Kathleen have started moving, the impetus of it begins to sort of shift, as now the majority of you are in a different direction now. So it's no longer walking towards the tree, it's following Kathleen and Lewis. You are able to outpace it, you're realizing. As it's moving, it moves very slow.
To that extent. The space is psychoactive. Can I imagine the ground under its feet is like marshy? Like it's sinking into mud?
So make a occult roll, Lily. So, having thought about a few different things that have happened previously, you realize the space is psychoactive, but it's responds to the dominant source of whatever willpower is affecting it, not just to anybody.
Okay.
You were able to keep the RV in repair because you and Vanessa were sort of on an even keel. But when you tried to pull something out of thin air, nothing happened. You're pretty certain that these entities are the dominant psychoactive force in the area, so you're not going to be able to affect the area while they are around.
Okay.
So it's a good
Um,
thought, but
but it's following us right now, and it's slow.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let me know when we get to the road.
you get to you can get to the road in a minute, like,
Okay.
or a couple rounds.
But when we're there, are we there? Can I shoot?
Go ahead and make a attack roll.
And then I have a thing I'd like to do in a sec. After the shooting.
Would you like to spend luck to succeed?
No, I don't have very much left.
Yeah, you still hit it. It's not. It's basically impossible to miss. It's just that you're not hitting any place that seems like it's doing any significant damage. Lewis.
So Lewis gets on the road, leans down, tightens the laces on his rollerblades, turns to Kathleen, to Katie, and says, "Kathleen, I'm really glad we got a chance to talk. I'm really proud of you. I think you're going to do really fantastic things." And he turns around and then yells to the gnome RV. He goes,
No.
Hey! I didn't mean any of the things I said to you. I think you're a giant piece of shit, and I wouldn't ride in you at all. And he's gonna wait and see if it changes its focus to him, and then if it does, he's gonna take off and start skating away.
Make a fast talk or charm or intimidate. Yeah, one of those three. Your choice.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice. Oh, sorry.
I
I hit it twice. My bad.
It's all right. The 69. We'll go to 69. Yeah, you all watch as the red headlights that are now the eyes of this thing stop, blink, narrow. The widespread red headlight beam narrows as both of them direct at Lewis, and it begins following Lewis. Lewis
God.
then skates down the road.
And goddess, damn it.
Is it like trailing gasoline behind it from that shot that?
Not yet. It's sort of leaking down its side. It hasn't yet. There weren't enough holes in it yet, to make it like a big trailing leak yet. It's just
he's gonna try and enlarge that hole with a couple more shots if he can.
Okay.
Katie's gonna step out of the way and also shoot at it again if I can.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead and make attack rolls. Hard success to hit the gas tank.
Yep, I am running right at it and shooting at this point.
I miss.
Fuck.
Go ahead and roll damage if you hit it. If it's failure, you're just not hitting any. You're not hitting any of the vulnerable spots.
That's okay because I'm currently running at it, shooting at it, but I'm also pulling out my knife.
Could I make the argument that they should get a bonus because it's distracted and has its back to them?
It's not hard to hit. The trick is hitting a vulnerable spot.
Sure.
And the back
Also,
is
it
the
would-
least vulnerable
yeah.
spot.
Yeah, that's the concern is we're shooting at the hood.
Yeah, you're shooting
currently.
at the roof. Yeah, like the roof that is its back.
Oh, okay, all right. I for whatever reason I pictured it like standing up with its sort of like. I get it now.
Yeah.
My bad.
That's all right. But yeah,
This is less helpful than I thought.
I mean, it's not directing its wrath at them, and they could outrun it. You can outskate it for miles.
Yeah.
It's not very fast. It's going at the same speed as the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Like, it's big and it takes long steps, but it's not hard to outpace it.
He is continuing a stream of invectives, criticizing their capability to repair things. He's not very good at swearing, but he is trying very hard.
Oh no.
You fully have their attention as people. You guys get another round of shots out if you want.
Let me know when I get close enough to actually stab.
Yeah. One more round.
Ooh, hard
You're
success.
caught up to it.
Oh, extreme success.
Okay, people.
Miss
put holes in that thing.
completely.
I didn't realize that was I Desert
Yeah, it
Eagle.
smells like-
I thought it was just all caps. I'm Desert Eagle.
No.
Okay, so
How do I roll the damage?
you'll
It
have
depends on the distance.
2d6 plus 12. So just roll 2d6 plus 12.
What, all of us?
no, you roll 1d6
me.
for.
Oh, I'm
19.
sorry. I got very confused.
19.
I should point out the shotguns on spread cannot pierce, but they do just deal max damage on extreme success.
So then it's just 12 damage. Okay.
And it's just 12.
Okay. With the 3 hard successes, go ahead and roll damage. Yeah. Okay. There are now several more holes in the fuel tank. It is leaking a lot more fuel. It doesn't seem to notice. It's still really focused on Lewis. One more round, Ginny. Now you can get in melee range.
Okay. Is there around what would qualify as its legs? Is there anything that looks like essentially a hamstring?
Yeah, the brake line.
There we go. We are fucking trying to cut that
I
brake.
just
I will
barely missed,
if
I will spend the 2 left.
if I need to. I will
Another
jump
expensive.
on the leg,
Okay, and make a attack roll.
so I get multiple shots at. So I don't have to. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you don't. You can keep up with it. That you don't need to jump on, but yeah, you can.
Okay.
I nice.
Hard success.
Roll damage.
So that is 5 damage to the brake line.
Yeah, no, so everyone else is hitting it. Keep rolling damage. Like, the gunshots are going into it, and it doesn't seem to really even notice the gunshots. It's taking damage, but it's not noticing. Jenny, you cut the brake line, and blood comes out of the brake line. Where every time else you guys have hit it, it's just been parts coming off of it. Now it's bleeding. And
Have
there
I
is-
been sprayed with Winnebago blood?
You have been. And
Hey,
there is this. The giggling stops, and there is this weird mechanical screech as the Winnebago falls to one knee.
For the record, this week's T-shirt is sprayed with Winnebago blood.
Ginny, I'd back up if I were you. Is the thing like? Is there like a trail of gasoline?
There
at
is.
this point?
Oh yeah, now there is. Absolutely. As it's turning to look towards Ginny.
Yeah, Victor starts walking towards the end of the trail and starts
Yep.
pulling out a matchbox and is like, "Ginny, I'd back up if I were
oh,
you."
I am already in the process of backing up, keeping its attention on me.
Yeah, Victor Ginny backs up.
Waving the knife.
Victor strikes a match and lights the trail.
Go ahead and give me a dodge with a bonus die, Jenny, because you are much faster than it.
Okay.
As it tries to swipe at you. Bonus die. You're only 20 off. if you
I
don't know
can
what.
spend 20 luck to succeed on that.
Go ahead.
I now have 7 luck.
All right.
Seven
Yeah.
more than me.
You dodge out of the front axle, specifically the one that had the tire sheared off. That metal wheel comes slamming down into the concrete, like inches away from where you are, just sending up bits and pieces of the road. But you manage to get out of the way in time that it does not hit you. As the
second
gasoline lights.
Second it stops chasing Lewis, Lewis is turning around.
All right. Yeah, you turn around. You watch. Give me a luck roll, Victor.
Not lucky right now, but we'll try. No.
So yeah, the gasoline is lit. It's going to take a little bit for it to actually get to the machine.
Yeah.
But it is lit, and there's now a trail of fire working its way towards it.
I'm keeping its attention on me, and I'm gonna be like gesturing to everybody else to towards Lewis. I'm basically going to circle. Get him out of here.
Mm-hmm.
I want to, and Ginny's right next to it, right?
A little bit further
Backing
away.
in the
Yeah,
process
away.
of backing up, but yeah.
She's getting away from it.
What is the most irritating thing I could say to it right now?
Oh no.
Is there anything I can roll to determine that?
Education roll.
Education, okay.
Yeah, what do you know about cars? 93?
Yeah, no, I have literally no luck. So I will push that. What happens if I push it?
If you push it, you will...
Bladder in the car.
Well, I'm going to say you can't push that, just because
Okay.
you can't... there's nothing bad there's nothing bad I can think of that would happen if you failed it, but also, B, I don't know how you go back in time and learn something you didn't learn.
That is entirely fair.
Yeah, I don't know how you learn
Lewis-
something you didn't learn by thinking real hard.
Lewis, okay, this is what Lewis says. Lewis cups his mouth and says, "Hey, we did a better job messing up that RV than you ever could."
Okay. Fast talk with a penalty die because you did not do true damage to it.
Fair.
Oh, damn it! You get a penalty die. And it's a fail.
Damn it! Fuck. Okay.
96. Yeah, no.
That'd
Yeah.
have been like just a 3.
Okay. For those not watching the stream, that was a 6, which is an extreme success, to a 96, which I believe is a fumble.
I
No,
think
it's
it
not
needs
a
to be
fumble.
one higher for a fumble.
No, it's only a fumble if your skill trait was less than 50%.
Okay.
If it's more than 50, you need 100 to fumble.
Still about as
99.
bad as it could possibly go
99,
on
yeah.
penalty die.
But yeah, no. You just... It doesn't seem...
Oh.
It doesn't even seem to notice you.
Can I push that?
You can, but it's still with a penalty die, so...
So I roll again with the penalty die?
Yeah.
No, it is 100 that fumbles if your skill is above 50.
What happens if I fail on the push?
If you fail on the push, I'm going to say that you damage yourself in a hilarious way, because you've stopped paying attention to what you're doing with your rollerblades.
John, you're supposed to give me a bad thing that happens.
I mean, fair.
57, that's a success.
Or
Or
51.
51.
Yeah,
rather,
51 is a
that's
success. Yeah, no, for whatever reason, the words you are saying get to it enough that it pauses and the red headlights sweep back to try to find you. It isn't moving towards anybody. It isn't moving towards anybody right now because it's still on a knee. But it's like
Right.
it has to figure out how to get
I
up
mean,
to walk with a cut.
I'll
brake line.
point out, Lewis is really far away from it.
Oh yeah.
But we don't know if this thing's going to be able to suddenly shoot I-beams or some shit.
Katie is still right where she was shooting from,
Right. Yeah. One more round of
which
people
is
shooting it.
distant. It's not right up next to it.
Do I run in, stab, and back out?
Not,
Is that
No.
1d6?
this
Or-
thing is on explosion timer.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that would be 2d6 for the ranger at.
Actually, just to see if I can potentially accelerate it, I light a cigarette and throw it to some of the gasoline that's closer, since I'm
Yes,
much
that-
closer to it.
Absolutely,
That
you
kicks
can.
ass.
Give us I think it's a throw check.
To throw the cigarette.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
There's
throat's
a throw
not
skill.
great. We'll see how this goes.
Do you have that luck?
No, I don't. I have.
Would you like to push it?
No, don't fucking push it.
If you push it and fail, you drop the cigarette like on your foot.
Jeremy,
Am I covered in gasoline?
You do have a little on you, yes, because you were up right next to it when you cut the brake line.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to. Listen, I am willing to do a lot of things to my characters, but
not
set them on
self-immolate.
fire is perhaps a bit too much, even for me.
Fair.
So there is a
Also-
line.
Also, let Lewis have his one cool moment.
So,
Okay, that's fair. That's also
so yeah,
fair.
you flick the cigarette and you don't have the balance right. So when you flick it, it goes off to the left.
I can attest. It is incredibly difficult to
Flick a cigarette in the right direction. Yeah.
not in the right direction, but in order to hit a certain spot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That level,
Ginny's like, adieu, mon chéri. Fuck.
like you can flick it in a certain direction fairly easy, but hitting the right spot that you're trying to hit is fucking impossible.
But yeah, no, it just flies off to the side. Shots all around. If you hit, roll damage, which looks like most of you did. All right, and yeah, one more round. The headlights find Lewis, narrow, and the fire, the licking trail of fire, rolls up the side of its leg and into the fuel tank. And there's a as the fuel tank just bursts out the side. And as the fuel tank ignites, and it's not like a Hollywood explosion where the whole thing just goes up.
It doesn't
No,
do
but it
that.
goes like.
It's a more realistic explosion where the fucking fuel tank just blows out. But as the fuel tank blows out, that red light flickers and then goes out as it
You're muted, Craig.
If Lewis was an action hero in this moment, if I may paraphrase Terry Pratchett, if he was an action hero, he would say something like, I guess that really burns you up, doesn't it? But because he's not, he just turns to the side, puts his hands on his hips and goes, and it's like hyperventilating.
Victor like walks up to Vanessa as he's holstering the Desert Eagle as this thing is just collapsing over. And he sort of like holsters the Desert Eagle, looks over at Vanessa. When we get back, I'm buying you a car.
Really?
Yes.
This inspired you to buy me a car.
Yeah.
What kind of judgment are you using?
Bad!
I am walking over to Lewis. I just walk up to him, pat him on the shoulder, and says, "Good job."
Katie has just put her gun down on the road and stands there, unmoving, waiting for everything to make sense.
She doesn't get to drive. He points at Vanessa. She doesn't get to drive anymore. Oh, oh God.
Well, Victor said he's buying me a car, so
Fuck you, Victor. Oh, boy. Yeah.
Fuck you too.
Lewis,
I'm going to throw up. Yeah.
congratulations. You're officially a field agent.
Oh, God. I can taste it like in the back of my mouth. Oh, God.
my immediate thought is we all now need to make sanity checks for Lewis swearing.
Yeah. And hey, we killed your gremlins. So
I just pull out a cigarette. I hand it over to Lewis.
Oh, God, this is terrible for you. Yeah. You should really reconsider your life choices. Oh, God.
It's going to calm you down.
No, I don't want to. It's yucky. Mm.
All right. Become an alcoholic. That make your choice. Whatever works.
Kathleen, with the extreme success on your sanity check, which I know you made for the joke that Lillian said, but
Oh no,
oh,
I wanted to roll something to figure out if Katie was crying.
Okay. Is Katie crying?
No, she succeeded. I think she's managing not to cry.
With extreme success, this dream doesn't make sense, but looking at the rest of the group, there's a tangible shift in the tension. All of you roll a d10, except for Katie, who's maxed out your sanity.
4.
And whatever you roll plus
10.
5, whatever you roll plus 5, add that back to your current sanity score.
I am also maxed out at a
As-
55.
As having defeated a stressful enemy that was also sort of symbolic of some interpersonal conflict is enough to sort of solidify yourself in your own mind ever so slightly.
I am legally obliged to point out that my sanity is nice.
Nice.
I'm at 66. I'm 3 behind you.
63.
When it is a convenient moment, mechanically and narratively, Lewis will sort of get his breath back and head over to where Katie is.
Yeah, my maximum sanity is nice, but I'm 3 away from it.
So, Katie, Kathleen, Lewis just slowly rolls up on his rollerblades.
I'm just like in shock. Just blank stare, deer in headlights.
Hey, Kathleen. Katie, you up for another hug?
You don't get to do that to me.
Okay. I never had anybody come like back for me or come to help me out or anything. That meant a lot. I'm really sorry.
You don't get to decide that you get to say goodbye and go risk your life when there's how many people are here?
I mean, everybody here is better suited to this than me. I just figured the one thing I seem to be good at is pissing people off.
Lewis, I could not be more angry with you right now.
See?
I don't have a lot of parents left. I don't want to watch you die.
Oh. Oh, hey, well, first off, I kind of thought we had like a brother-sister thing going, but
To be fair, you've known her for like 40% of her life.
I know.
We're in charge of her well-being.
No. I as a player totally get that. Lewis doesn't think of himself as that much older than Katie.
She was 12.
I know. He still doesn't think
It's just Lewis being Lewis.
Yeah. Hey, look, okay, I get it. I'm not going anywhere, okay? I mean, I could already tell I was way faster than that thing, right? He gestures down at his skates. Hey, Katie?
Yeah.
Listen, when we get out of here, when we take care of whatever this horrible geological newborn, whatever this thing is, You want to go skating with me? I'll teach you how to skate.
Yeah.
I think you'd be really good at it.
That's a really good place to end, but we still have 30 minutes in the stream. So
I know. Meanwhile, while when Lewis walks away from Ginny, Victor, who is still standing next to Vanessa, just sort of looks at the situation, looks at them going to have their conversation, looks at Virginia, and then looks at Vanessa, and is like, "Fucking talk to her," and shoves Vanessa towards Virginia.
Oh. Vanessa like stumbles back and walks back over to Victor.
Fucking A+.
No, I'm good.
No, fucking do it.
No,
Yes. I'm buying you a car. Do me this favor. Talk to her.
Walks over to Jenny.
I need you in better shape than this.
I hand you the cigarette that I'm still holding that I offered to Lewis.
Oh, thank you. So how are you doing through all this?
I'm fine. He might actually have a chance at making it through this. Nodding towards Lewis. That was incredibly stupid and yet also smart.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, is what we need to have, right?
Yeah. I mean, who knows if any of us are really going to make it through this?
You're not wrong. But realistically, we probably won't, but you don't assume, at least I don't assume that we're not. Because then you do stupid things.
I mean, sometimes doing stupid things can be good. Gestures towards
Yeah, clearly.
Worked out there.
But there's smart stupid and there's, well, I'm dying anyways, so let me do the, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I think we will, if we were going to die, we probably already would have. With everything else, I mean.
Vanessa just stands there awkwardly for a minute.
Are you all right?
Yeah, what the hell? Jenny, maybe at some point if we make it through this, or I don't know, if we don't, could I maybe take you out sometime?
Sure.
Okay.
From the background,
Is
you
that
just hear Victor in the distance. Fucking finally!
Amazing. Assuming that we don't die fighting the colossal.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know.
I got some forms for you guys to fill out. Not really.
A little bit. Everyone's listening on this conversation from
right
50 feet away.
No, Lewis is not listening.
It's the HR dar.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lewis is having this tender moment with Katie, and then just goes like.
Fantastic. Yes, assuming that is not the case. Yes, absolutely. That would be nice.
Okay.
Right? Anything else?
No,
Right.
I'm good.
Cool.
She just walks back over to Victor. Happy?
Yeah, was that so bad?
Yeah, it was.
Really?
Yes.
You got a date with the girl
Victor,
you've been crushing on since you met her.
Okay. So I suck at relationships.
Yeah, I
You
know.
know this.
I do.
So
I feel like she does
I
too.
have been taking a break from all of this since we started this.
Here's the thing. This might end up burning out like every single one of the other relationships that you thought was the one has done. But I give it better odds than every other one you've been in. Because both of you are equally fucked up.
Yeah, that's much better.
No, I think that
That's a great
at least
foundation.
Ginny is going to go totally insane, and that's not good for a long-term relationship.
I
Victor
mean,
said the
listen.
one. He didn't say the one what.
The one to die.
Yeah, no, legit. Listen, this is weirdly enough, this is the slowest sanity loss I've ever had in a long-term Call of Cthulhu game. Like making it still having 55 health at episode. What episode are we on?
13? 14?
13?
14.
14.
Yeah, no, that's real good.
Till death do us part is an imperative. Anyways, I assume at some point the group of you regroup with Lillian, who's been standing, I think, in the same spot the entire time.
Yeah. Lily is just
Lillian is just full Frisian mode.
That's what I was thinking.
Does it look like Lillian is dissociating again?
no. Lillian's looking at the wreckage and questioning if it's worth trying to see if she could sink it into the ground because of the dreamscape.
I think if Katie's up for it, Lily, Lewis would try to bring Katie and kind of approach Lillian.
Katie will come along.
I assume you all will come along because you have to get walking at some point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like the two thoughts are either Lillian thinks about trying to sink the Winnebago or just started walking. Like not even aware that the others were having emotional conversations, just started on.
Well, which one does she do?
Starts walking.
Yeah, Lewis, you the rest of you start to regroup, and Lillian, not even looking in your direction, just starts walking.
Oh,
I'm gonna follow suit because I am not in any mood to be debriefing.
It's not even like they start to regroup and starts walking. Like while the conversations are happening.
There you go. Yeah,
Oh.
Lillian's already
Hey.
walking then.
Hey, Lillian, you're goal focused, and I like that, and I admire that. Everybody, we should probably follow Lillian's example.
Yeah, let's get moving.
All right, you begin walking. Are any of you looking for anything in particular when you get to the outskirts of Lake Haven?
Everything.
She's about to say.
Where
That-
we can sit down
So
and
it's
stop walking.
So it's a no from Ginny. So
I mean, I anything that is cause for alarm is a the best way to put it.
okay, yeah, that's why I was
Lewis
saying
is
something specific.
pretty uniformly focused on RV related threats at this point.
RV related threats.
All right. So
Victor's looking for the quickest way to the lake.
that you don't need to make a roll for. Straight towards it.
All right, cool. Is it,
RV
is it
related.
literally visible from the outskirts?
You could see the lake from the moment you broke the forest. Like the minute you got
Cool.
clear of the forest, you could see the lake.
Cool. I wasn't sure how big the lake was.
Yeah, no, you could like because you're coming at Lake Haven from the south functionally. So like the lake has been visible the entire time.
All right.
The road
Then in
doesn't
that
go
case,
directly towards it, but
Specifically, he's looking for like a dock or something on the lake.
okay.
RV related threat, by the way, is the name of my Dorks. They're a good cover band.
So we've got any kind of threat, RV related threats, the lake or a dock on the lakes. Jack, what was it? What was yours? Someplace to
Somewhere
rest.
to sit down.
Somewhere to sit down. Lillian.
Someplace that would have like town map.
Okay, Holly.
Kind of all of the above. But yeah, quickest way to the lake is her first one. But
Alright. Spot hidden rolls.
It's already after dark right now, right?
Yeah, it's a couple hours after dark now.
I will succeed on that. Cost me 9 of my remaining luck.
All right, so Ginny and Vanessa, it's dark, so
Yep.
you're not seeing anything that would be.
I don't like that you use the Mark voice for that.
You're not seeing anything.
Welcome to dark.
That would stand out as a threat. But I mean, Jenny, for you, everything is a potential threat. The RV just proved it.
You're not wrong.
That's and Vanessa, by the time you get to like actually properly into the dark, into the outskirts, you can still tell where the lake is by the occasional reflection of starlight off of it, but you can't see where the lake edge is anymore because there's not enough light out. Kathleen and Lillian, looking for a place to sit down versus a place to. Sorry, Lillian, what was yours specifically again?
Find a map.
Map, yeah. The first thing that sort of fulfills both of those parameters is a hotel. Actually, it's the Lakeview Hotel.
Ideal.
It is
No.
I'm sorry, the what?
the Lakeview
Hotel.
It is like you're coming up on like basically the entrance to the town is on a rise that then goes down before it hits the nadir of the city and then climbs back up the mountain. Because the city climbs up the face of a mountain, so this hill dips down to the lake's edge and then back up, and there's like a little traveler's hotel, at the top of the hill, functionally called the Lakeview Hotel. We imagine just named that because it has a view of the lake.
Mark voice again.
But
That time it was definitely intentional.
that would be a place to sit down, and also a place that would have internet access theoretically, so you could look up town maps or find local brochures or something like that. Lewis, for RV threats, once you crest the hill, it's hard to see because again you're mostly navigating by starlight, but from the occasional street lamp in the city and around, there are like you lose count of the number of RVs you see in this town.
Sons of bitches. Lois just inscrutably to everybody else just goes, points to the eyes, points to the RVs, back to his eyes.
And you spent luck to succeed. What were you looking for, Shani?
Dock or anything that's like interfacing with the lake.
Yeah, there are no lights at the lakeside, so it's hard to tell. But based on what you saw of the town on the approach, you imagine that once you get to like the basically the nadir of this descent, right where it begins to climb up the face of the mountain, that's probably where you're going to find dock access because that's going to be at water level.
Mm-hmm. What you're saying is this hotel is on a hill
Yes.
and it's kind of silent right now.
Yes.
Would you
Why?
say it has? Would you say it has an overlook of the lake?
It does.
Uh-uh.
Right to that.
There are so many different references packed in this one spot.
A lot of you.
Slap that you can fit so many references into this bad boy.
I mean, it's like the Lakeview Hotel is literally the one from Silent Hill 2.
Mhm. Do you look at the street sign as you approach?
I do.
West Sanford
Slaps.
Street.
Fucking
What is it?
West Sanford Street.
Fuck you.
Is this a reference in universe as well?
I doubt it. Does Silent Hill 2
ah.
exist in this world?
Anyone that wants to can make a. Anyone that wants to can make a. Video game roll. If anyone has the gaming additional skill that you could theoretically put points into, you can make that. Otherwise, you can make an education roll.
Sen, because my character is functionally based on my David Gilbert, what should I roll?
Do you have gaming as an additional skill?
No, because I didn't know that was an option, but I did take
gaming.
darts, so fuck you.
I would say make an education roll.
Okay.
You have a critical success and an extreme success.
I think our Brian David Gilbert offshoot should get a bonus die.
Well, we got a success anyways.
So,
So yeah,
Thank you, though,
anyone that got a
Jack, I
success,
appreciate
yes, you
that.
do recognize.
your
Not
whole
only-
bit.
Not only do you recognize the street as being from Silent Hill 2, looking at the hotel, it looks identical to the Lakeview Hotel from Silent Hill 2.
Oh, hey,
Probably
How about
not stay
we-
here.
how about we not?
On the other hand, if it's the one from Silent Hill 2, we know what to expect at least.
Yeah, Pyramid
yeah.
Head. You don't survive.
No,
that.
we don't. No,
Yeah,
we don't.
I was gonna say, even if we know what to expect, how about we not? Lillian, how you doing?
I mean, have any of the hotels we've come across been safe?
You know, that
And
first one
if
wasn't
not,
terrible.
what is the alternative?
I'm
Because
sorry.
I
Did you-
don't
Go ahead.
I don't know about going across Eldritch Horror Lake in the middle of the night when I am already physically and emotionally exhausted. I would very much like to not do that. If we have to coop up in an alley, then fine. I don't give a shit.
Lewis will give Katie, if she will accept it, like a little sort of one-arm squeeze for reassurance.
Did you just try to tell me that the non-Euclidean hotel was not bad?
Look, I mean, it's all relative in here, but yeah, I mean, compared to everything else,
You do see, you do also see, as you're approaching, there's a bit of signature outside the Lakeview Hotel, that says, hang on, let me double check something real quick. That says. Calculator. Give me a calculator real quick. That says celebrating 25th anniversary of the release of Silent Hill.
It's a theme hotel. At least
Like-
this one is letting us know in advance. The rest of them have been sneaky about it.
weirdly, yeah, I find that less disturbing.
It's a
Same.
theme hotel for a horror video game in a dream world. You're gonna end up walking into the horror video game.
Yes,
I don't
we
know.
are.
I feel like
I-
if
Every
you-
single hotel we've been in has been walking into a horror video game.
yeah, I feel like if you
I-
hang a lantern on it, at least that's more light to see by.
At least Silent Hill, at least when it's a published video game, it's designed to be winnable.
Can
Because
because
Victor,
I like the psychoactive aspect of this. Can Lillian subconsciously make it foggy out?
my God,
You don't need to because there's
Swear to
already a
God.
fog rolling in.
Okay.
Victor, I understand what you're saying, and I absolutely get it. But that said, where else are we going to be that's going to be any safer? And I mean anywhere, including the spot that we are currently standing on.
I mean, there's safer, and then there's closer to what we're supposed to do. He says, he sort of waves a hand toward the lake.
You want to cross
I'm not sleeping. No.
while we're half asleep.
I am not sleeping.
We're currently sleeping, I will remind everyone.
I am not quote unquote. She does the actual sleeping quote marks
Being completely vulnerable.
right next to the AWE.
I feel like Lewis at this moment watching Ginny do air quotes. It's like that gif of the guy from that movie where it's just like a zoom in on him and he just goes. It's just the slow nod gif.
The guy that everyone mistakes for Zach Galifianakis.
yes, the guy that everyone mistakes for. Yep,
It's like Robert Redford, isn't it?
I think you're right.
Is it?
I
always thought
think
it was
you're
from like a
right.
Slavic movie.
I'm gonna have to find that now. And I know weirdly the easiest way to do so. That Galifianakis nodding gif.
Obviously,
I love
nobody
it.
is going to sleep.
It's the easiest.
Yes,
it is
Robert
Robert Redford.
Okay.
Because if you look up Zach Galifianakis nodding gif, the first thing that comes up is the nodding guy meme is not Zach Galifianakis.
What
That's what I thought.
movie is it from?
It is from
Jeremiah Johnson
Jeremiah Johnson.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. Okay, cool.
from
Yeah, so
1972.
Lewis gives Ginny a
Obviously,
Jeremiah
nobody's
Johnson
going to
nod.
sleep, but we can at least have somewhere to collect ourselves.
I understand everything's flying high right now. I've only been here for how long has it been, actually, from my perspective?
A couple hours.
Okay. It's only been a couple hours for me. I'm not tired. If y'all want to get some rest, I'm okay to watch over you all. We can take turns.
All right, this fucking dude in an apron with a giant pyramid on his head comes at us with a butcher knife. I'm saying I told you so.
Lewis,
Yeah.
I like to think that we have a new understanding and respect for each other after the bus incident. That said, if you try to negotiate with whatever comes at us in the night, when I am conscious, I will give you a concussion.
Ms. Reed, I appreciate that. I would like to say, I think I've learned my lesson vis-a-vis negotiation with eldritch entities.
Excellent.
I also think I probably need a gun.
Victor pulls out his sphinx
Sighs.
and hands it to you.
You get like 7 guns just thrown at your feet.
Who? Before
Victor will easily hand you his sphinx because he still has his desert eagle.
Fair.
Okay, fantastic. Does a sphinx, because I, as Craig, don't know, what is the cocking mechanism on a sphinx?
Slide.
Yeah, it's a slide.
Okay, he tries to cock a hammer when there clearly isn't one.
Lewis, I'm going to give
Yes.
you something.
Uh-huh.
You need to be very careful with it.
Yes.
I'm going to hand you the knife.
You know what? Point and click interface. I appreciate this.
Who is the
In case the gun doesn't help.
before we end for the evening? Who's the first one? Who's at the head of the party as you're walking towards the hotel?
Lillian. Well,
Lillian?
Yeah.
Okay.
While the conversation about Lewis getting a weapon, Lillian's like quietly mutters, "I wouldn't mind if there was the nurses," and then starts walking in.
What?
I mean, fair.
Yeah, I mean, okay,
Okay.
yep.
So Lillian, just roll me a d10 real quick, Lillian. Okay. Who's the second one after Lillian?
Also, I'll go. Sure, I
Roll me
guess.
a-
I
roll
don't,
me-
I don't. Mechanically, I don't think it can be Lewis because Lewis is trying to figure out how to store this new knife and pistol.
Roll me a d10, Jeremy.
Okay. We are 100% ending up. One, wonderful. We are 100% ending up in like different parts of the hotel once we step inside.
Who is
Fuck,
the
you're
third
right.
person to walk in?
Vanessa's probably behind
Okay,
Ginny.
so Vanessa, Ginny and Lillian will go head in first, and as you walk in, I need you to make a Constitution check.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's
That's unsettlingly new.
a great response.
Is
Ugh.
that one in what?
Con.
It's in
Why
your
am I not-
attributes. It's at the
It's your
top.
attributes at the top. Strength, con, size.
Strength. I swear I read it like 5 times and didn't. Oh, geez.
So you
Oh no.
walk
Do
in.
you want to spend luck on that?
I would have to spend all except for like one of my remaining luck.
Well, it's the
Hey,
end of the
join us.
session.
It's fun down
I
here.
see no issues with this.
It's up to
The
you.
end of the session.
Vanessa, I have 0 luck right now.
I have 7.
No. Let's
One
just
of
make...
us. One
no,
of
no,
us.
no, I'm going to keep my luck and
Okay.
Sometimes
and
it's fun
make
to see
life
what a failure is.
interesting.
So
I wanna see
Fair.
what
No,
the
that is
fail is.
fair.
the other two are sort of just like head straight on their objective. Get in, get to the hotel, get to the reception desk, check in. You're walking in, and it's tired from the long day events. But you do turn to the left as you move, and you jump out of your skin as you see Pyramid Head. And it takes you like a half a beat longer than anyone else to realize it's a cardboard cutout. And that's where we end for the week. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.